Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Viewpoints with me, your boy, the man, NJ to the city with the number 2, and T.O. Um, Now, this episode of the Viewpoints is pretty much being done because on my TV currently, Samsung Smart TV, on my YouTube app, on the TV, I'm watching Stephen A. Smith, ESPN's First Takes. Stephen A. Smith on his episode of July 24, 2017, which is still tonight, really, which is still today, but it was posted way earlier today. It's his takes on, I guess, what Tiger Woods needs to do to get back into the league, or something like that. Or when it comes to Tiger Woods needing to not care about people's image of him, people's perception of him. Now, the way I put that is, I'm going to probably put this in my song called Free Speech or something when I put it in. My take on that, when it comes to caring about people's opinions or versus not caring about people's opinions, is the fact being, for me, I care about people's opinions of me, but I've always told myself I don't care to where I'm going to let it drag me to the wall and probably make me go insane. That's legitimately my take about caring about people's opinions. I do care about people's opinions because, especially if they're helpful opinions, you should use them to, help make yourself, get better, do better, strive for better. So I do care about people's opinions, but I don't care about them to where I'm going to let them negatively drag me to the wall and make me go insane. That's my take on when it comes to caring about people's opinions. So this video really shouldn't go to 15 minutes. It really should just be like 5 minutes or whatever else. But we'll see. Yeah. I kind of also want to talk about news outlets and stuff like that, because my personal opinion about news outlets, I've been watching CNN for most of my life, or should I say, my dad watches MSNBC, my mom watches CNN, so I've been watching a good mixture of both of those, for, I guess you could say my entire life. And my take on it is, by the way, shout out, God bless, Crystal Ball and SC Cup, who currently, I believe, currently still do work for MSNBC. They are two female analysts, and I'm definitely going to hopefully give them both some shout-outs, and most definitely give Crystal Ball some shout-outs. But hopefully I'll give both of them, I'm going to give both of them shout-outs, but definitely I'm going to, as well, definitely Crystal Ball's shout-outs are going to be because of her last name, really. I know like 3-4 people that, and even without her last name being Ball, I would still give her shout outs. But yeah, Crystal Ball, think about it. So, for example, shout out, God bless. I don't think she works for CNN, but still, look up Molly Ball. She is I think, a reporter for the Atlantic news outlet. So look out for her. And look her up as well, because like I said, a lot of these people with their last name of Ball, who I'm going to give shout-outs to, because of their last name being Ball. But even if their last name wasn't Ball, I would still give them shout-outs for, being good at their jobs and, so forth and so forth, and being good people. But I'm guessing my advice for news outlets is, a lot of the people are flocking to YouTube. Certain YouTube analysts for their news, and I'm just going to tell you this, whether it's YouTube, whether it's mainstream, just make sure that what you're watching is definitely something that you can rely on, and it's something that's unbiased, and something that's going to look at the full picture, from every viewpoint, and it's going to help you grow better and more knowledgeable in your ways of thinking and so forth when it comes to your political viewpoints of certain things. That's definitely my take when it comes to news outlets because I know the term fake news has been, thrown out there, about this outlet being fake news, that outlet being fake news, and I'm just saying that, whether it's YouTube, you're going to for your news, whether it's the mainstream media, just make sure that it gives you a wider and broader view of things, and and it's not biased. Make sure it's unbiased. Make sure it looks at, at whatever it's covering from every viewpoint possible. That it's not just turning a blind eye to the real problems and the real issues and so forth and so forth. Make sure that's giving you a broad spectrum of things, so forth and so forth. So 5 minutes into this. Okay. So as I was saying, yeah, for me, I care about people's opinions, but I don't care about them to where I'm going to let them drag me to the wall negatively and drive me insane. That's one of the top things you should always know about me and my opinions on caring about people's opinions of me. I do care about people's opinions of me because, I want people to understand me and try to, and definitely, I want people to understand me, and I want people to try to work with me towards a better tomorrow, and not just our relationship, but everybody, towards a better tomorrow. Like I say, this is all a team thing. This is all a family thing, for real. So I do care about people's opinions, but I'm telling you, what I've been learning, or I feel like I've been learning over the past few years, some of these people's opinions you just can't care about. Because some people's opinions, no matter what proof of evidence you show them, they're going to still stay one-sided. And that's what I'm trying to say when it comes to news media as well. Try to steer away from, at times, news outlets that are giving you one-sided news. You need to try to look at news outlets that are giving, and even people, period, who are giving you the full story, not just their side, the full story. Looking at from every possible viewpoint, so you can broaden your knowledge and your awareness of certain things and certain topics and issues and so forth and so forth. But yeah, that's just how it goes. Like, I do care about people's opinions, but I do not care about them, so I'm going to let them drive me insane. So I'm going to let them, bat me up against the wall and drive me insane, That's been my viewpoint on caring about people's opinions. But I care about them, but just not to where I'm going to let them negatively drive me insane, with my back against the wall and just be like, So that's my viewpoint on it. But 7 minutes into this, okay, 8 minutes now. But yeah, simple as that. Because I do want people to understand me. I do want people to like me, but I'm not going to compromise my morals and my faith and my religion for you to like me. I'm just going to pray for you and hope that one day we can, on something, see eye to eye. Don't ever compromise your morals, your faith, your religion. Don't ever compromise those things for people to like you. Always stay godly, God first. Once again, staying true to yourself in everything that you do. And make sure that you're repping what you need to rep in the right and accountable way, to where not only God can smile on you for doing what you're doing, but as well to where you can do it with confidence, and you can do it, and you can go into it, and and even after you're done doing it, and even while you're doing it, you can have this confidence of, what, I did it, I got this, and it's just and I learned something, and I accept it, so forth and so forth, And again, these are the things that, like I said, I've learned from my 19-year life, because I'm just saying, I mean, legitimately, when it comes to like that, like one-sided people and whatever else, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, because, some people's opinions, you have to learn to just let them talk sometimes, and whatnot. When it comes to certain people's opinions, you gotta learn. Some people are gonna be one-sided no matter what you tell them, no matter what piece of evidence. They're just gonna be one-sided, and you just gotta pray for them to, hopefully, the Spirit will, teach them and help awaken, their eyes and their mind and their spirit and their soul to something bigger, badder, greater, better, to that bigger picture, You know, I'm telling you, because you don't want anybody to just be forever in the dark on certain things, and that's one of the top reasons why I have a song titled Forever in the Dark, because I don't want all these people to be forever in the dark about this and about that and about this and about that. I want to try whatever I can while God continuously, gives me life. I want to do what I can to promote the positives and spread awareness to the negatives, so hopefully we can fix those negatives, and abolish those negatives, and start and do a royal flush, start over. And you probably like, okay, where'd you get that part from? If you listen to Flame, he's a rapper. He owns his own label, Clear Sight Music, and you look up his 2013 or 2014 album titled Royal Flush. There's a song on there titled Start Over featuring my boy NF, because NF is a good rapper as well. NF's past 2 albums out are Therapy Session and Mansion. But if you go on iTunes or Apple Music or whatever, and you look up whatever music site, and you look up Flame and click his album Royal Flush, and you'll see the song titled Start Over featuring NF. It's a great song. It's really, really great. Like, legitimately, to a certain degree, it's really, if you listen to my song called Time on the Clock, you will kind of see a comparison, because my song Time on the Clock focuses on I pray that everybody gets their souls right with Christ while time is still on the clock, because I'm telling you, I see it every day. A lot of people who do not have their souls right with Christ, and they think that the way they're living their life is okay, or some of them know it's not okay, but they're okay with their ignorance. They have kind of, I guess you could say, fooled themselves, brainwashed themselves that their ignorance is okay and it's acceptable, because they're comfortable with it, and so forth and so forth. So, like I said, those are people who, again, like being forever in the dark. They like being blinded to what's truly going on in the world and what's truly going on, in the outside realms, or whatever you want to, whatever words you want to put in there. But I do pray that those people hopefully see the light eventually and do get their souls right with Christ, because, again, while time is still on the clock, because, again, any of us can go at any time, any moment, any second, so forth and so forth. So, yeah, that's why I'm telling you, I pray that a lot of people who I know are one-sided and are not fully listening to the full message, or if they're listening to the full message, they're darn sure not trying to implement it into their own life, into their own ideologies, into their own personalities. I do pray that, their eyes are open one day to where they finally do realize, I have been doing this all wrong this entire time, and while time is still on the clock, let me do what I can to start the healing process onward to that better tomorrow for me, for me and my family, so we can all, again, get to a better tomorrow. Beautiful and prosperous, God first, ones down the shame. Simple as that. So, 13 minutes into this video, I did start talking about more than what I thought, but who am I kidding? It still makes for an awesome and great video, awesome and great testimony. Shout out, God bless Nieces FCA, because this is one of the top reasons why I should definitely be going more often. I did go at least 2 or 3 times or 4 times this past school year, but it wasn't for a full session. It was for, like, I think my longest was like 5 or 10 minutes, my longest time that I had gone. But it's for, things like this that I'm saying, and videos like this and other videos, reason why I definitely should be going more often and sharing these testimonies that I have, and definitely, sharing these viewpoints that I have, but more importantly, listening to what other people got to say, and continuously, learning their stories, and you get the point, so forth and so forth. So, 14 minutes into this, shout out, God bless my beloved alma mater, Nice High School. I love it with all my heart and soul, for real. Shout out, God bless all the younglings. Shout out, God bless all the junior, seniors, freshmen, sophomores. Shout out, God bless everybody. The Power of Influence album is out now on my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, what you're watching this video on. Go listen to it. Hope you enjoy it, and more music coming soon. More the Viewpoints coming soon. Okay, Love y'all. Your boy the man, Engine to the City out. Peace. God bless. One more time.